that I may continue to perfect my favor upon you, and so you may be rightly guided. So Allah is saying, okay, forget about people, fear Allah. Obey Allah, care only about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now you are on your own. You are now, believers, a community on your own. You are the ones who are holding on to the truth when all the people around you are rejecting it. You have to accept that at some point you stand alone. And oh boy, this takes a lot of maturity. This takes a lot of courage, and you need to do it. Again, you need that individually, and you need that as a community. Again, just talking about human growth as an individual, when your child becomes older, they need to be able to go on their own. They need to be able to go on their own. They need to be able to spend time outside of the house. For example, they go to school and they start socializing independently of the parents. It's hard. The first days in school are extremely hard, but it's needed for the child to start to develop their own individuality. And what do you do to help the child do that? Okay, you're strong, you can do it, and so on and so forth. When the child becomes a teenager, it's another level, a higher level of you stand alone, you make decisions for yourself. You need to make decisions for yourself now. You need to, for example, when you start coming closer to high school, are you going to take math, or are you going to take physics, or take biology? Which one? I'm not going to choose for you. You choose which way you're taking in your future. Which way you're taking in your future. I can probably give you some advice, but the decision has to be yours. Because if you take biology and you fail it, or you're not happy with it later on, it was your decision. Don't come back to me. You made that choice. It's hard for the child. Why? Because this is a new territory. This is a new land for them. This is outside of their comfort zone. They're there for the first time on their own. It's uncomfortable at the beginning, but it opens up new horizons for them. The same with the Muslim community. You Muslims are going to become a power on your own. You're going to become influential. You're going to stand alone. Now you guys need to detach from everyone else. Okay. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala now is saying to the believers, He's giving them again a logical reasons as to why they have to take this step of separating from others and standing on their own. Allah is saying, كَمَا أَرْسَلْنَا فِيكُمْ رَسُولًا مِنْكُمْ يَتْلُو عَلَيْكُمْ آيَاتِنَا وَيُزَكِّيكُمْ وَيُعَلِّمُكُمُ الْكِتَابَ وَالْحِكْمَةَ وَيُعَلِّمُكُمْ مَا لَمْ تَكُونُوا تَعْلَمُونَ فَاذْكُرُونِي أَذْكُرْكُمْ وَاشْكُرُوا لِي وَلَا تَكْفُرُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, okay, why do you need to do this? Allah is saying, since we have sent you a messenger from among yourselves, reciting to you our revelations, purifying you, teaching you the book and the wisdom, and teaching you what you never knew, remember me. I will remember you, and thank me, and never be ungrateful. This reminds us of something that we covered already last week. Last class. Ibrahim alayhi salam made dua to Allah. What was one of the du'as that he made to Allah? Oh Allah, send among our progeny, وَابْعَثْ فِيهِمْ رَسُولًا مِّنْهُمْ يَتْلُو عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتِكَ. Allah, send among them a messenger from among themselves who conveys your verses and your words to them, right? And Ibrahim asked, يُعَلِّمُهُمْ وَيُزَكِّيهِمْ. Teaches them the kitab wal-hikmah, teaches them the Quran and wisdom, and purifies them. That's the dua Allah made. Allah is saying to the believers now, you are the fulfillment of this dream. So you can stand alone now. You are the fulfillment of that dua of Ibrahim alayhi salam. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala changed the order. Ibrahim said, teach them and purify them. Allah is saying here, purify them and teach them. Because knowledge has to rest on a foundation of purity. Purity of your heart. Purity of your heart. You build spirituality. You sort of awaken your fitrah. You build your morality, which is perspective, so that when knowledge is acquired, it rests on a firm foundation. But if you take the knowledge without the proper level of faith and fitrah, you can abuse it. That's why you have sometimes people who have the knowledge, but they play games with it. They use it towards the wrong end. Okay, so Allah is still strengthening the believers to stand on their own. And He's saying, we have sent among you a messenger from amongst you, that he teaches you, he purifies you, and he's teaching you what you never knew. So remember me. And that's the source of your power. Remember me, I will remember you. That doesn't mean Allah forgets, by the way. It means keep Allah on your mind. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be there for you. As the Prophet ﷺ in the hadith said, احفظ الله يحفظ. Observe the rights of Allah, preserve Allah, Allah will preserve you. So observe the rights of Allah, Allah will protect you, Allah will be with you. احفظ الله تجده تجاهك. Preserve the rights of Allah, you will find Allah with you wherever you go. So again, Allah is saying, remember me, keep me on your mind, I will be with you. That's what it means. I will remember you, that means I will be with you. I will shower my mercy upon you and I will take care of you. وَاشْكُرُوا لِي وَلَا تَكْفُرُونَ. And be thankful to me and do not be ungrateful. Do not be ungrateful. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to give the Muslims practical instructions as to how to be strong. So what does He say? He says, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا اسْتَعِينُوا بِالصَّبْرِ وَالصَّلَاةِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ مَعَ الصَّابِرِينَ. All you who believe, seek comfort and strength in patience and in the prayer. Allah is truly with those who are patient. So Allah is saying, this is a hard time. You are detaching from the people of the book. You're standing alone now. You're going to uphold the truth by yourselves now. It's not easy. This is a moment of growth. It's a transition. What's going to help you? Patience. You need to be patient because there's a lot of discomfort. You need patience. And what will strengthen you spiritually so you can handle this transitional state? Prayer. Pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Connect with Allah, that will give you a lot of power and capacity to handle this state. Inna Allah ma'a as-sabirin. Indeed, Allah is with the patient. That means if you are patient, Allah's help will be with you. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is preparing the believers to more challenges. He's saying there will be more challenges. What is it? Some of you will die for the sake of Allah. So it's not only you have to go through emotional hardship, now you're actually going to go through murder. Some of you will be killed. Your life will be on the line sometimes. So Allah is saying, وَلَا تَقُولُوا لِمَنْ يُقْتَلُ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ أَمْوَاتٍ بَلْ أَحْيَاءٌ وَلَكِنْ لَا تَشْعُرُونَ. Allah is saying, and never say to those martyred in the cause of Allah, never say that those martyred in the cause of Allah are dead. Don't think they're dead. Don't think they're dead. In fact, they are alive, but you do not perceive it. So those people who die for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, these people are alive. They're alive. The Prophet ﷺ says about, for example, the martyrs who died in the battle of Uhud, the Prophet ﷺ says about them, أَرْوَاحُهُمْ فِي حَوَاسِلِ طَيْرِ الْخُضْرٍ تَطِيرُ بِهِمْ فِي الْجَنَّةِ. So they are carried, their souls are carried in Jannah, travel around in Jannah by certain birds, specific birds, special birds that are green and are holding them flying around. So they have a specific form of life. It's not like our life now. It's a different type of life, but they are alive. So don't think they're dead. Don't think they're dead. Because humans, by the way, they don't like being dead. Like our nature is against being dead. So Allah is transforming the meaning of death, specifically when it happens for the sake of Allah. Allah is transforming it in the minds of the believers. Do not see it as that's your end or you cease to exist. No, you just transition to another form of life. Then Allah is clarifying, because sometimes people think, okay, Allah is with us, so everything should be easy, everything should be rosy, smooth, everything should just be a piece of cake. Allah is saying, no, in this life, you're not going to get that. Life has its own nature. Life is hard. Life is hard. Life is tough. Life is challenging. So don't expect it just to be like a wonderful journey. It's a journey, it's challenging. Now what you can do with life, even if it's hard, make it meaningful. If you make it meaningful, you can go through it. It makes sense to you. But don't expect life just to be, if you seek an easy life, you will be disappointed. If you seek a meaningful life, man, it will be worth it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِّنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ وَنَقْصٍ مِّنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ الَّذِينَ إِذَا أَصَابَتْهُم مُّصِيبَةٌ قَالُوا إِنَّا لِلَّهِ وَإِنَّا إِلَيْهِ راجعون أولئك عليهم صلوات من ربهم ورحمة وأولئك هم المهتدون. That's the last bit we're going to explain today. So Allah said to the believers, be patient, right? Seek help in patience and in the prayer. Allah is going to teach the believers how to be patient. Allah explains. Now, by the way, this is psychological. This is psychological. Many people, they think, okay, patient. How? Be patient. But how? I can't be patient. Tell me how. Explain to me how can I become more patient. So Allah is going to explain now the secret of patience. And really, this is very powerful. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't only tell us be patient, but He's going to explain to us now, to the believers, what are the inner dynamics of patience.